So good day everyone. Today I'll be talking about Mesoamerica, a fascinating region where ancient civilization developed amazing science and technology long before European influence. We'll explore what is Mesoamerica actually is, who lived there, their incredible innovation, and how those achievements still matter today. So first, let's talk about what exactly is Mesoamerica. The word itself comes from the Greek and literally translates to Middle America. So geographically, it covers a wide area starting from central Mexico, stretching all the way to south through Guatemala, Belize, and reaching parts of Honduras and El Salvador. So it sits right between North America Central America. But here's the important part. Mesoamerica isn't just a geographic area. It's also a cultural region. Even though many different groups live here, they share similar traditions, beliefs, and ways of doing things. That's what makes Mesoamerica very special. It's not just about location, but about a shared way of life that connected people across thousands of years. So you might wonder if ahagikan or where did came up ang kuan kana nga ngalan nga Mesoamerica. Ang nagngalan ana is it was Paul Kirchhoff, a German-Mexican archaeologist in 1943. Before that, people talk about separate civilization about Mesoamerica, but Kirchhoff realized they were all connected. So he defined that Mesoamerica not just by maps, but by three things. So first, it's geography. Second, the people who live there, and third is and the cultural traits they all shared, like farming methods, religious beliefs, building styles, and social systems. So these terms is now widely used by archaeologists and anthropologists because it helps us see the big picture. As Kirchhoff said, despite the variety of people and languages, Mesoamerica forms a unity of culture. That means even though there were many different tribes and language, they were all part of one big cultural family. So they influenced each other, traded ideas, and built upon each other discoveries, which is why their science and technology grow so advanced. So several great civilizations rose and fell in Mesoamerica. So let me walk you through each one. So first is Olmec. They're called the mother culture of Mesoamerica because they were the first major civilization. So ang Olmec or ang mother of culture is mo siya ang pinaka-first na major civilization sa Mesoamerica around 1200 to 400 BCE. They set the foundation for everyone who came after. Things like city planning, religious rituals, and trade networks, you might know them for their giant stone heads. So take note, Olmec is have their giant stone head. So next is Maya, one of the most brilliant civilizations. They mastered astronomy, created extremely accurate calendar system, and developed one of the world's earliest full writing system, the hieroglyphs. They understood math and even had the concept of zero long before many other cultures did. So take note, Maya is developed advanced calendar system, astronomy, and accomplished writing tradition. Next is Aztec. Built one of the most powerful empires, their capital is Tenochtitlan, was an amazing city built on a lake bigger and cleaner than most European cities that at that time. They had markets, temples, and gardens floating on water. So take note, Aztec is built with a powerful empire and remarkable capital city, which is Tenochtitlan. Next is Zapotec. Known for their beautiful cities, early writing system, and amazing craftsmanship in gold, pottery, and stone. They built a great pyramids and were skilled engineers. So take note, Zapotec is known for early writing skills, craftsmanship, and impressive architecture. So next is Toltec and Mystic. The Toltec were known as the first warriors and skilled builders. The Mystic were master artists and record keepers. Both left behind beautiful art and strong cultural tradition that influenced later people. So, take note, Toltec and Mystic is an influential culture recognized for art, warriors tradition, and cultural legacy. So, all this civilization didn't exist in isolation. They learned from each other, borrowed ideas, and improved them. So now, their science and technology, they develop practical, brilliant solutions that fit perfectly with their environment. So let's break them down. First is the astronomy and calendars. They studied the stars, sun, and moon very carefully. They could predict eclipses and track planetary movements. They created multiple calendars, one for farming and season, one for religious rituals, and they were more accurate than the calendars used in Europe at the same time. This helped them know exactly when to plant and harvest crops, which was a matter of life and death. Next is agriculture. They didn't just farm. They farmed smart. They adapted to their landscape. They built terraces and hillsides, created raised farmlands and swamps, and even made floating gardens called chinampas in lakes. They grow corn, beans, squash, chili, and cacao, all without modern tools or machine. They work with nature, not against it, which made their farming sustainable for thousands of years. So next is architecture and engineering. They built huge cities, pyramids, temples, palaces, and ball courts, all without metal tools or the wheel. They also built amazing water system, aqueducts, reservoirs, and canals to bring fresh waters into cities and control floods. Their buildings were often aligned with the stars and sun, showing how they combine engineering with astronomy. Next is writing and mathematics. The Maya developed a complete writing system to record history, religion, and science. They used a base of 20 number system and understood the concept of zero, a mathematical breakthrough that many other ancient culture didn't have. This allowed them to make precise calculation for astronomy, calendars, and constructions. So every one of these innovation wasn't just for show. They solved real problems and improved daily life. So society and its legacy. So first, science and technology in Mesoamerica weren't separate from society. They were part of everything. Religion, government, how cities were run, how people worship, and even how they organized their daily lives. When they built a pyramid, it wasn't just an architecture. It was also a calendar, an observatory, and a place of worship. Knowledge was connected, not separated into different subjects like we do today. So their influence is still alive today across Mexico and Central America. You can see their legacy in languages, traditions, foods, festival, and cultural identity. Millions of people still speak languages from Maya, Aztec, and other Mesoamerican roots foods like corns, chocolates, tomatoes, and chili peppers, all developed by Mesoamerican people, are now eaten all over the world. And the discoveries continue. Archaeologists are still finding new cities, writing, and artifacts every year. We learn more about how advanced and capable these ancient people really were. Their achievements remind us that innovation doesn't just happen in one place. It happens everywhere, in many different cultures and many different ways. So to wrap it up, Mesoamerica was more than just a location. It was a region where many civilizations shared a rich culture and built amazing science and technology. From calendars and astronomy to farming, engineering, and writing, they shared great intelligence and creativity, working with what nature gave them to build extraordinary societies. Their legacy lives on in the culture, knowledge, and traditions we still see today. Studying them teaches us that science and innovation are truly universal, and that's great ideas that come from anywhere. Thank you.